Open any science textbook, and it will tell you water comes in three familiar phases. It starts locked up as a solid. Add a little heat, and it melts into the flowing liquid we drink and bathe in. Boil it, and it escapes into the air as a gas. Modern biology treats this liquid phase as a neutral backdrop. It is viewed as a passive, inert solvent, where the actual mechanical work of cellular life takes place. Treating water as a blank canvas has completely obscured its highly active, mechanical role in nature. Take the human cardiovascular system. If you calculate the sheer mechanical force required to push highly viscous blood through tens of thousands of miles of microscopic capillaries, a normal heart lacks the raw strength to do the job alone. Or look at our cells. Every single cell in your body maintains a vital negative electrical charge. Yet, if you search for the internal power plant continuously generating that specific voltage, you will come up empty. To solve these physical impossibilities, bioengineer Dr. Gerald Pollack looked closely at the water inside our bodies, finding a distinct, gel-like fourth phase of water. Science has struggled to explain the mechanics of living things because we misidentified the basic physics of the fluid running through them. This diagram illustrates what happens when ordinary liquid water meets a water-loving or hydrophilic surface, like the membrane of a human cell. Initially, the H2O molecules float in a random, chaotic jumble. The moment they make contact with that membrane, the chaos vanishes. The water molecules physically snap into alignment, stacking themselves into a dense hexagonal liquid crystal lattice. As this crystalline structure builds outward, it mechanically forces out any dissolved impurities or stray particles. Because it actively excludes debris, scientists call this purified area Exclusion Zone, or easy water. The chemistry changes right alongside the physical structure. The water molecules separate. The ordered lattice takes on a stark negative charge, while the expelled, disorganized water beyond it becomes positively charged. By simply touching a cellular surface, the water has organized itself into a physical battery, complete with separated positive and negative terminals. Of course, a battery with separated charges is useless if it doesn't have a constant external energy source to charge it up. The power source driving this biological reaction is surrounding us right now. It is ambient environmental energy, specifically infrared light. When water absorbs these infrared wavelengths, it converts that light into kinetic energy. That energy fuels the separation of charges, causing the negative hexagonal lattice to vibrate, thicken, and expand further outward. The biological water inside our bodies operates as a solar-powered machine, capturing ambient light to actively generate a usable electrical potential. This diagram solves our blood flow problem. Inside a capillary, a negatively charged lining of easy water forms against the vessel wall. This lining repels the positively charged particles floating in the center, pushing the fluid forward as a supplementary engine. This structure also explains a stubborn mystery in cellular pathology. When scientists measure diseased tissues, particularly cancer cells, they consistently find a drastically lower negative electrical charge compared to healthy cells. Without a strong negative voltage, the cell loses its primary energy source. A drop in charge is a direct indicator that the cell is dangerously depleted of structured easy water. The presence of this electrically charged gel is a fundamental physiological requirement for healthy biological function. Despite resolving major physiological mysteries, this research has hit a wall of institutional resistance. The idea that water is an active biological machine violates a century of assumed textbook science. Because the mechanics of structured water brush up against highly controversial historical claims, like the concept of water memory, researchers investigating these physical properties face severe funding blockades. But the sheer volume of observable, measurable data regarding cellular bioelectricity is impossible to ignore indefinitely. The academic friction is slowly giving way to the physical evidence. Water is not a passive river carrying biological machines. When exposed to light and the surfaces of our cells, the water itself becomes the engine.